Hi, I'm Tamika McKinney, and I will be performing a Picc line dressing change. So I have come in, I've entered the room, I have verified my orders from the doctor. I introduced myself, I'm Tamika, I'll be your nurse. Verified the patient's identity. Give me your full name and date of birth, please. Okay, perfect. Do you have any allergies, Mr. Money? Okay, no allergies, no known allergies. Hand hygiene, I perform my hand hygiene. I've closed the door for privacy. I am putting on my clean gloves. I've put a mask on my patient, and I am putting on my mask. And I will go ahead and start removing the old dressing. So this is a Picc line dressing, and I'm going to go ahead and start removing it. So I just kind of put my finger there just to firmly but gently kind of stabilize the catheter at the insertion site, and just going around each side and at the insertion site and moving. It's really, the adhesive is really sticky. It adheres, it's doing its job. Are you doing okay, Mr. Money? Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I have removed my old dressing and discarded a bit. Put it right there. And I will now assess this site. And he has on his mask, but to be sure to have his head turned away, and he does assess the site, and there's no redness, there's no drainage, there's no discharge. Okay, so now we will go ahead and remove our mask and gloves. But before we do that, we go ahead and measure the catheter. So want to measure the catheter from the insertion site to the end of the catheter, the Picc line tubing. And then we want to measure the circumference of the arm. And we'll have our measuring tape, and we'll just measure it. Measure it from the beginning to the end. And measure the circumference. And record, document those numbers. And the same thing. So from insertion site to the end of the tubing is what we will do to measure that. And we'll document those numbers. We'll record those numbers. And now we will remove our clean gloves. Yes, and I will move Mr. Money's arm over, or I will kind of slightly move the camera over because I need to have my sterile field here so that we can start a sterile procedure. So I have my dressing change kit here. So open the kit and then bring out, this is my kit, and away from me and stay within that inch. So here we go. Okay, and this is our sterile field, so we're staying within the sterile field and have our gloves and get those gloves open, and the same here, staying within that inch. Okay, and putting them on. So this is our, I'll go ahead and put them on the left hand. So got that done, and then the right. Okay. Got our sterile gloves on, and just adjusting my gloves and ready to go. Keeping them above my waist. And then we'll get our chlorhexidine. You'll hear that pop, and we'll just back and forth for about 30 seconds. Back and forth for 30 seconds. Back and forth for 30 seconds. Okay, and then we'll let it dry. We will let it dry completely. Now it has dried, and we will go ahead and put our the little bio patch over the right under the catheter, but right at that up here, and put it over the insertion site. There we go. And then we will go ahead and put our transparent Tegaderm dressing over it. And once that's there, we'll make sure it's secured all around. Actually, before we done that, we needed to put the stabilizer back. So we got the impregnated microbial dressing, and then we put the Tegaderm, the stabilizers in place, places Tegaderm over it, and then apply our label per facility protocol. And then once we've done that, we will get the patient back comfortable, adjust him in bed, get the call light in reach and all his essentials, and thank him for being patient. Thank you. And again, Tamika McKinney performing a Picc line dress and change. Sorry, but I'll go ahead and remove my gloves and everything and get everything in order and back in place. Thank you.